Hi everyone, this is part 2 of my video experiment. I just did an experiment testing a home pregnancy test that had not been used, that had come into contact with a home pregnancy test that was positive. This is HCG urine, this is normal urine, and as you can see, that yielded a false positive. This was dipped in the non-pregnancy urine. This was dipped in the pregnancy urine. This came into contact with this test prior to it being dipped, and it came out positive, even though it was dipped in urine that had no traces of HCG in it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a third pregnancy test, and this has not come into contact with either one of these tests, and I'm going to dip it in this urine. And I'm just going to show you, I guess we're going to see what's going to happen, because I just got off my cycle. And even if there was a possibility of being pregnant, I have not ovulated yet. So it would be practically next to impossible for this to be legitimate. So I'm going to show you that this is in fact a false positive, simply because it came into contact with a test that was positive. So here we go. This is my third test. This is going to be my part 2. This one, within a matter of not even 2 minutes, came up positive. Simply because it was in contact. All I did was I took the test and just very briefly, touched it. And then turned it over. And it came out positive. And it was dipped in that urine. So I'm going to move this closer. There we go. Normally for me, and this is my theory on it, if you're in fact actually pregnant, usually within a matter of seconds, it comes out positive. You're going to see a line of some sort. I saw a line with this one very shortly after I dipped it. So I'm going to say negative result. So yes, definitely a false positive, just simply by touching this test. So yes, that's another way you can yield a false positive result. And that's really interesting. The funny thing is, I'm doing these experiments on very little sleep. I've had a very long weekend, 3 parties, and I have a friend who donated a sample to me. She is pregnant, and I went to her baby shower. So I decided to conduct a few experiments, and that's what I'm doing now. So true positive, false positive, and a negative. It's a pretty negative result, and I'm even going to look at it with the naked eye. Pretty negative. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you really quick what could happen And this is another experiment. So I've dipped the test. So now I'm going to see what happens if I touch. I'm going to touch the test. And I'm going to rub it together and see what happens.